Welcome to EduAccess. Have you ever measured something using your hand or foot? That's how people used to measure in the past. This is Deepa. She needs a new school uniform. Her mother goes to buy cloth and asks for 2 meters. But the tailor adds 4 angul, 4-finger widths. So what's a handspan? It's the distance from the tip of your thumb to your little finger when stretched. In the past, people used body parts to measure things, like handspan, footstep, arm length. But everyone's body is different. So the same object could have different measurements. In class, Deepa and her friends measured a table using their handspans. Anish said 13 handspans, Padma said 13, and Hardeep said 14. Why the difference? Because their hands are not the same size. This leads us to a big idea: the need for standard units. Standard units are fixed and used by everyone. They help us measure accurately and avoid confusion. Have you ever wondered why we don't use handspans to measure everything? That's because body parts vary from person to person. Your handspan might be different from your friend's, so the same object could give different measurements. To avoid this confusion, we use something called standard units. A standard unit is fixed, reliable, and the same for everyone. Whether in Delhi or New York, a meter is always a meter. Scientists across the world agreed to follow a system called the International System of Units. This is also known as the SI system. In the SI system, the unit of length is the meter. Its symbol is M. We also use centimeters and millimeters for smaller measurements, and kilometers for longer distances. Let's understand the conversions. Kilometer, ilal 1000 meters, meet ilal 100 centimeters. Centimeter is 10 millimeters. Why don't we measure everything in meters? Because it depends on the size of what we are measuring. For example, we use millimeters for the thickness of a page, centimeters for a pencil, meters for the height of a room, and kilometers for distance between cities. Some countries still use inches and feet, but in science, we prefer the SI system to avoid confusion. Let's quickly recap. Standard units are the same for everyone. The SI unit of length is meter. Choose the right unit depending on the size of the object. In the next part, we'll learn how to measure correctly using scales and tapes. Subscribe to EduAccess and keep learning science the smart way.